So there's one other thing I wanted
Okay.
to ask you about.
Okay.
We didn't even talk about it here,
Okay.
but you mentioned before we started talking that that you were adopted
By one parent.
by one parent, right? And I thought it was important because we've talked about, sometimes stepfathers get a bad name, stepmothers get a bad name, and I don't think a stepfather or a stepmother should try to replace a natural father or a natural mother when they're alive and they want to be involved in their children's lives. I think that can be very almost evil.
Yeah,
at
that's
times.
damaging.
That's damaging. But you were adopted by your father, and from what I heard, he was the best, most loving person around. Do you want to talk about that just for a bit?
Yeah. My mother lied to me, just to be honest. I had a wonderful mother. We were like friends. She was wonderful. But she never wanted me to know the full truth.
Yeah.
Because my father was Jewish. And back in her day, being Roman Catholic Italian, it just wasn't going to go over. So she stayed single until I was 8 years old, and she met my dad. She raised me to believe he was dead. So from the day that I questioned it, I grew up thinking he was dead.
Right.
And I didn't find out he wasn't dead until after she died, which is still okay.
Yeah.
Because I was raised with an attitude, move on. There is no other man in your life.
Right.
This is your dad.
Right.
And the man loved me so much, and he always called me his chosen child.
Wow.
I was his child. He said, I got to choose you. I chose you. I went to court for you. I chose you. I remember the adoption ceremony. I remember it all.
Yeah.
And I will never forget. And there were times, don't get me wrong, there were times I was quite a brat. And, I would say, but you're not my real dad. But, he never, ever, ever, ever said anything to me.
Yeah.
He was always said, yes, I am. And I love you. And he had a nickname. He called me Caroline. I was very blessed. I know that everybody doesn't get that. I get
Right.
that.
Right.
But if you get a divorce, or if you don't have a dad in the family, I would ask all women, it's not good to lie. I get that.
Right.
But don't insinuate that the dad didn't want you, or the dad is out there somewhere just hiding or whatever. Just somehow make the child feel like there was no dad. That
Right.
dad has gone, whether by death, whatever, because there is someone that will be. But if you have a dad, and that dad's out there working to be a good dad, the best that they can, then don't let the stepdad step in, or the stepmothers.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. A stepmom is exactly what that is, a stepmom. A stepdad is exactly what it is, a stepdad. They are there for extended support.
Right. Right. And the stepdad and the stepmom, you had no choice in who that person would be, whether good or bad or anything like that. But I completely agree with what you're saying. I don't think, for example, a stepfather should ever walk a child down the aisle when she's getting married, when the
No.
father is there. And I do not think that the mother should try to insinuate that, well, your stepdad is your real dad. He's the one that you should be calling dad about. He should not be stepping in and taking the place. And the same thing for the moms. I hear people talk about bonus children. Well, regardless of that terminology, you're not the real mom, and you've got to honor the real mom. Now, I understand that there are some bad moms and bad dads
Yes,
too.
there are.
But anyway, it sounded like you had something you wanted to say.
Well, no, it's just, we went through that for a little while, where the mom wanted the stepdad to be more important to our granddaughter. But it didn't, she got court ordered to stop it.
Yeah.
It was court ordered to
Yeah.
stop, which I'm thankful for.
Yeah.
I don't believe you should do that. I don't care. Even if the dad does make a mistake, or even if the mom makes a mistake, we believe in the state of Oklahoma of reunification.
Right.
If we're going to believe that, then let's live it.
Right. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
and I don't believe that some woman that marries the dad has the right to come in and start disciplining and start saying whatever they want to say and do
Right.
against any biological family member.
Yeah.
But I believe that with the stepdads too. I don't think the mom should allow the stepdad to overstep. I know that my ex-daughter-in-law has never put the stepdad ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
He has said, I think one time he said, well, do they really have to see her right now or something? No, she didn't do that. She didn't.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
And she's also given me permission at times if you don't like something she does, you know. But you've got to work together again.
Right.
But no man or woman has the right to marry someone, be a step parent, and just, because mine really wasn't a step.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
adopted me.
He adopted you, right? And I've gone to court for people that I've watched this happen where there will be a stepmom smirking because now she's the real mom.
Yes,
or
they
it
do
can
that.
be the other way around, and it's evil. And because there's a mother out there who wants desperately to be with her son or her daughter, often divorced against her will, whatever, and you have a new person,
It's wrong.
it's wrong. It's wrong.
No matter how you know, as long as there are two biological parents willing to give up everything they've got for their kids, whether they're together or not, you have no right, whether you get married or not, to bring that other person in and make them the parent. No
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
No, the biological comes first. And if the child grows to love them, fine. But if she doesn't or he doesn't, work with them.
Right. Right.